I done came a long way on YouTube, man, and I know I got a lot of videos out, and it was interesting to find somebody who came across one of my old videos where I was pressing up some slides, and they used that to inspire themselves to start a complete business around slides. I'm here with Shae, the slide plug, aka Exclusive Slides, and we're gonna jump into how she got into the t-shirt business, well, the slide business. How you guys doing? My name is Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle, and I help people start t-shirt businesses from home, wherever you at. And like I said, I'm here with Shae, and we're gonna jump deep into her business about how she got started printing up slides and making custom slides right after the intro. Okay, let's jump right into it. But before we do, you guys know what I need you to do. I need you to like this video, and I need them to subscribe, do all of that good stuff, Shae, because I make videos like this all the time. Yes, I mean all the time. All right, so I'm going to give you a brief introduction. I already said in the intro, but we connected on Instagram. She found that I was coming into the area, so we started talking. I really be responding to people and trying to, get through all of these DMs. My DMs is crazy right now. But I will get to them all in time, and if we get a chance to connect, man, I'm always down for it. So we've connected, and I was kind of fascinated about her business. So first, let them know where they can find you, who you are, and all about what you do.
My business is Exclusive Slides, and our Instagram is The Slides Plug. So I've been customizing slide sandals for 3 years, and I did tell Stan that I came across his video 3 years ago when I was doing research, and I just hit him up on Instagram, and I was like, hey, I'm in Gardena. I see that you come to Los Angeles a lot. We should link up, when you come out here.
Yeah, so that happened. Right now we're here. I went over to visit her. We had to talk about some of this stuff. So how exactly, what about that video inspired you to get and take slides and customize them? Or how exactly did that whole thing come about?
Okay, so at the time, it was scarce when it comes to custom slides, you know what I mean? It was so many t-shirt videos, so I just, went on YouTube, I typed in, how could I customize this? And you was one of the first videos that I ever watched, and from there, I'm like, okay, so it's possible, you know what I mean? So that really, sparked my research, I just was like, okay, it's more so about what type of printing do I want to do next, because he showed me a way, what other options are there out there?
And I think that's crazy because I talk about it so much. I tell people what my story is or how I got into it and how I did it, the equipment that I use, but I don't want for anybody to feel like they're trapped in a box. They have to do it the way. And here's somebody who took something that I was just doing for fun. Literally, I found some things. I tested it out, printed some glitter on top of glitter and these different slides. And I was getting them locally. And a lot of people were asking me, how can they get them? How can they get them? I'm like, man, listen, I get them from this local place. I really don't know how to tell y'all to get them. I just walk into this little place and that's where I get them from. So it's pretty cool because you took what you seen me do and you took it to the next level. So what was your first product when it came to customizing slides?
So my first product was similar to the type you had. I went to Walmart and I went to Target and I bought the, the slides without the straps. And I just printed some vinyl on it, just how you did in the video. But I didn't like the quality of it, and I knew I needed something that was more secure and something that was really made for it instead of me trying to make something work.
Right. So talk to me about this progression of products here. So this one is a sublimation slide, and tell me about your progression.
Okay, so after I did the research, I found sublimation, and then I went through the process of getting my business official so I can buy these products. So I have sublimation sandals. So with these, I could put photos, logos, names, and quotes on them.
All right, so we got some photos on this one. It's actually pretty cool. So what did you find your customer base like to be able to customize and put
they love the pictures and they love their name and stuff like that.
All right, and then from here.
So those are just some words. That's
so
a
you
quote.
Have a few different options. So basically you can turn the flap on these to any color you wanted to, and you customize them. So now, this form of printing was the first one you got into?
First form of printing that I got into, right after I tried the vinyl and I didn't like that. So this was the first form of printing that I got into.
What I find is cool about you is like you've gotten like into different, printers. So what was the next thing you did or you got into after you completed these sublimation slides?
Okay, so the next step is people wanted slides that were all one color. So
Right.
it pushed me to, sourcing a product.
That's where these came
Yeah,
from?
so these were created. So second year in business, I came with the pink and blue ones. So this is UV printing. So I had to do a whole nother type of printing because you cannot sublimate on those. And I'm not sure how vinyl would look on top because I kind of left that alone.
What was the learning curve of like getting into UV printer? I've seen UV printers. If you don't know what a UV printer is, it's pretty much the same as what a DTG printer is.
Yep.
But it's able to print on hard substrates, a little bit different. The inks that you use and different things like that, they cure with UV light.
Yep.
So that's what it comes down to, which is ultraviolet. It's ultraviolet light to cure it. And so it makes it a little bit different. They're able to print on a lot of different substrates that you normally wouldn't print on.
Yep.
And so you have one.
Yeah, I have a UV printer.
And how did you like? Did you like that? Do you think it's cool?
So UV printing, I'm not too fond of it because it has a whole learning curve. You know what I mean? And since I was already up and going, I just wanted to keep going up. I didn't have time to just stop everything and really figure everything out. You have to learn the software. It's the RIP software, and then you have to learn the software of the printer as well. You have to learn like how to do spot sourcing and other things of that nature. It's a whole learning process.
I tell you what, you know more about it than me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've seen one run at the show and it was interesting, like some of the products that they can print on.
Yes.
But again, I'm kind of the same way with you. It has to be like an immediate impact. I want the shortcuts the same way people want shortcuts, but at the same time, I know, you just got to pick and choose what battles you want to do.
Exactly.
When it comes to it. But you were not afraid to invest in yourself, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
So what other methods did you try to print when it came to using slides?
Okay, so we got sublimation, we have UV printing, we have vinyl. I tried something different and I tried to do embroidery. This is still in the testing phase as far as getting it right, centering and stuff like that.
So what was the problem? I see you had to take off the back Velcro originally. So was the plan to take it off and then put it back on?
Yeah, so I could put that back on with no problem. The problem is the guy could not get it centered because it's not made for embroidery. So I just have to go through more testing and probably just reach out to other people to do it with me. So like Stan said, I do have to take off that strap in the back because embroidery, it has to be able to go through the item, and then I put that back on.
That's pretty cool. You're still in the testing phase with that.
Still in the testing phase.
So now recently you found
Super Color.
Right, you found Super Color through my videos or just
through
searching?
your videos. Through your videos.
So now we're in the testing phase with Super Color still.
Testing phase.
All right, and we're gonna get you all right and squared up. So these are actually from Super Color, and yeah, how did you come across it? You lucked up because you like 2 minutes away from here.
I lucked up because I seen one of his videos and I was like, you know what? Let me watch and see what he's doing. I'm not into shirts, but I just happened to watch. And I was like, okay, I'm interested in these transfers, So I click on the Super Color Instagram page, and the first thing I seen before I read anything was Gardena, California. I said, oh my goodness, okay, I gotta test it out. And it's working pretty well. It's still more development that I need to do so I can make it perfect for my customers, but it's working very well.
All right, so this last piece right here is you said these are your favorite slides.
Those are my favorite slides
and
I ever made.
When it comes to like starting a business, you got to prototype stuff. You got to feel stuff out. And these basically you just sublimated in green. And
all green.
What's the benefit to that?
So the benefit of these slides is I can make videos with these pictures. I can make, instead of it being like a mock-up, which is like a general picture and you put something on top, I could actually go in there and put the picture in there. If I wanted to put a video in that slide right there, I could put a video. It's so many different options that I could do with a green screen slide.
And who taught you all of this?
So you know what? I actually got some videos made last year and I wanted it to be creative. I wanted to show a girl on her phone swiping, and the slides changing. So the guy was like, all right, let's do some green screen slides. So I'm like, okay, let's do them, And I actually know how to do everything myself now because research. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to work with different equipment and stuff like that.
So I want to shift gears. We kind of talked about like the production piece of it and how you came up with your idea. But now it's like, let's get into the business side of things, right?
Okay.
And first and foremost, man, the number one people want to know is pricing, right? How did you come up with your pricing? Did you just say, hey, this is what I think the price should be? Or did you have some formula? Did you run the numbers? What did you do to figure out where you should price yourself in the market?
Okay, so before I even printed on any type of slide, I said, you know what? I'm going to base my pricing based off of what's already out there. You know, Nike slides, $25, Adidas, $20. So I was like, I'm going to be around 20, you know what I mean? And I told my dad, and he like, no. Like, why would you, 20? Like, 20? Like, he like, no. Like, you got to really think about your pricing. So at that point, I started, you know, doing research, figuring out, okay, how much is it going to cost me to buy one pair? How much is all my equipment is going to cost? And I had to consider my time. So I came up with the price $40 for the custom slides. And then something happened as far as shipping. Some people were paying $10, some people were paying $12, some people were paying $4, right? And I noticed it was inconsistent, so I just changed the whole pricing system to $49.99 with free shipping.
Right.
So that
was smart, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy because we always think that we got to come in at a certain point. I think when I got into business, I was doing like business cards and stuff like that. This one, Vistaprint had just came out and how like, oh, we can get this over here for. I'm like, man, listen, you want your stuff to look like everybody else's. You want to walk around with everybody else Nike slides or whatever. Hey, you can do that. But what we doing is putting time and effort, and a lot of people don't account for time. And if you would have picked that first price, it would have been okay, right? But it wouldn't have got you where you needed to be because it didn't account for the time. And now, you know, I think you got a crazy website. I think your website is super interactive. It's super interesting. It draws people in, like just from me looking at it. So how did you like formulate what your website should look like as far as your branding and stuff like that?
So I knew that I had to have a video of somebody, you know, going through their phone, choosing a picture and being on the slides, because people make it harder than what it is. You know, they're like, oh, I don't know what to get. But if I give them the idea, go through your phone and find a picture and we'll do it to you. It pushes people to purchase. You know what I mean? The brand colors is red and blue. So I incorporated a lot of red and blue on our website. And I knew that I needed to have an option for them to upload their picture, their logo, all of that. So I have an upload app on the back end of my website. And I just thought of it like from a consumer point of view. You know, when I buy something from somebody, I don't want to have to always email them the picture. I'm going to be worried that they didn't get my email. How long is it going to take? You know, so it gives the customer a sense of security as well.
No question, man. It's hard to, like, a lot of people start operating with their DMs and all of that good stuff, man. It's hard to operate that way. And sometimes you run into customers who don't feel comfortable. Like, I don't want to Cash App you and I don't even know you and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I think that's a very, very important lesson for you guys to clean up your image, have a place where they can go and there be no customer resistance. The most important thing that people can do when they get to your website is find what they want first and be able to simply check out, right?
Yep.
All of the other stuff is like, you know, if it's pretty and all of that stuff, it should be. But then something else you said is like showing people the possibilities is important, right? Like when it comes to branding and what you put on your social media, a lot of people just want to do mock-ups everywhere, which is okay to start when you don't have no product, you just getting the ball rolling. But you want to show the items that you're selling the way you want them to be seen, worn, because that's what you're going to get back from your customers. And that'll also, if you present it in a premium way, you know what I'm saying? It'll get you that premium price. It'll command that interest from your audience. And that's one of the things that I get from your website is that like it's seamless. Is you know, you wouldn't be able to tell if it's Fashion Nova or not. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be able to tell if it's one person behind this company or if there's some big company behind it. So you guys should definitely take the time to take a look at our website, exclusiveslides.com. And check out what she has to offer. But I think this is a story that can inspire. I want to ask you, for young entrepreneurs out here, I know you're, you know, of the younger audience and stuff like that. How old were you when you started this journey?
So I was 20 years old when I started the journey. I'm 24 now, so it's been a long time coming, and I'm still learning every day.
Right. And you're never going to stop learning, right?
Oh,
Especially
no.
the way that I come over, you invest in, like, I got to get that thing running, my UV printer running again, different things like that. But in your business, you always got to be looking ahead, right? And that's one of the things I talk to you personally about is, like, you got to be coming with new things all the time. And you brought other products into your business. So talk about that for a second.
Yeah, so I had some socks. I don't personally like to customize socks, so I created a product that I like. I'm big on reflective clothing, so I have reflective socks on my website. I used to have pillows, and I was telling him that I took them off my website because I want everything to be centered around footwear. So I'm going to be working on developing more socks. That's my next thing.
Right. So you guys have to be looking in advance and kind of figure out where you going. So if somebody's watching this, man, what is the number one thing that you can offer them an advice based off of your journey? And what would you tell somebody getting started on their entrepreneur journey?
The number one thing is just researching, you know what I mean? You see what people can do, but you have to figure out, what do you want to do? That's the number one thing. I researched different ways. I tested stuff out. You're going to try. You're not going to like some stuff. You're going to do some stuff, but you just have to research. The second thing that I'll give somebody advice on is work on your marketing plan, because, you know, that's overlooked. You can have the best product in the world, but if you don't know who your target audience is and how to reach them, you know, it's not going to be too good for you. So work on your marketing plan.
That's crazy, because the opposite side of that is you can have the worst product in the world with the best marketing and at least get those sales. You know, it might not sustain itself, but a bad product with great marketing can definitely get you some sales. A great product with great marketing will take you over the top. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys got some questions, comments, concerns, put them down in the comments below. Check out all of her information. I'm going to put it down in the description below. Yeah, man, this has been cool. It's been fun. Got to go see your facility, how you running things, man. I hope to see what's to come in the future. I kind of want to ask, but I don't want to go too far in the interview. So the next time I'm here, I'm going to expect for you to have elevated this to another level. And I'm here for you. If you ever got questions or comments, you can just hit me up. If you got some questions, same thing as you guys out there. You guys can hit me up on Instagram, T-shirt Side Hustle. Make sure you check her out, the Slide Plug on Instagram, exclusiveslides.com for her website. This has been your boy Stan Banks here with Shae, the Slide Plug from Exclusive Slides. Peace.